today we're going to bring a Mystique 360 water cooling fan for your CPU. Now this one has a display. If you guys can see it, you can modify it. We're going to take a look at it, and it comes with 3 fans right now. We're going to take a look at it and install it on an AMD Socket 5 Razer 7000 series. All right, this is pretty much what you get in here. You get for the Intel. This is for the, it tells you right here. It tells you right there and labeled Intel. Also in the actual manual here. Now here's for the socket 4 and socket 5, and it also is labeled in here. It's embedded in here. There's a little tiny little label, but they have 2 different inserts. Now you have to embed these into the actual bed of this part, right? Just make sure you put it in here and set these up. They give you the screws for everything lining up. You got to make sure you remove the existing plastics out of the motherboard, because these are not going to be compatible, but don't get rid of them. Keep them for the future. Now, once you remove them, you put these in place and you cap them out with the end caps, which are these right now. So we're going to set these up right now, and we're going to put it in together. Now, just to let you know, the fan is going to blow the air in up, all right? So what we're doing in our fan, we're bringing the air in, air out, and we're going to be blowing air out. You could change this, reverse this, all right, if you want, blow air in, but then you need to blow out. And unfortunately, we don't have another fan right here that we're not going to be able to do that, or we don't want to do that because we have more suction power coming in, more pushing out. So, and at the end of the day, this system right here has something unique. If you guys can see it right here, air pressure comes out of there automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. Just make sure you have enough clearance when it comes out, and automatically push it out in case there's any air bubbles into the system. So we're going to put it together and see how it works. All right. The reason we don't use electrical ones is because some of them are not static proof. And also I do have some static proof ones, but oh, he's hungry. I can hear him on the bag. Step number 1, and you see how we have these caps? We're gonna cap them up right now and spin them around. So,
like long end first?
Yeah, no, the opposite way. We're gonna flip them over. So let me show you one. Let me see. So these, if you guys can see, have the insert, right? The long one, the long way, stay up, because that's what they're gonna go straight down. This is very important. You line them up in here. Hand tie them. You don't have to screw them in with any tools, right? Tight, harder. You can.
Harder?
That's it. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. Now that we have 4 set up, we're able to put this motherboard. But before we do that, we're gonna put the M.2 and the memory installed on the system. My recommendation when you're installing the water cooling system, plug everything in first, because there's some plugs down there that you're not going to be able to reach if you set this up. Very important. We're doing it from the top. Air goes out, air goes in, air goes out. That's pretty much how we're going to cool down the things. If it doesn't work out, you can always flip these around, put the air coming in, but you are going to need air pulling out, and this is the only one we're going to pull out because we don't have a fan in the back. We could always add a fan here to pull the air out. Optional. We're going to see how hot it gets first prior to setting it up and testing it out. Hold on, we actually put this in place right now. We put in flush, and we want to make sure that this is showing the actual screen. You could put it anywhere you want, because you could flip the screen anywhere you want. Good. There you go. Now, here's one. The one corner. I'll hold it. Go. Do the other corner across right here on this side. Okay. Always go across so you can make sure. Yeah, your sausage fingers might not fit here, so you need ladylike hands. People that don't work outdoors will be fine doing this stuff. Or have manicures, you'll be fine doing this stuff. But people like me that eat and work outdoors. Okay. Just to make sure it's nice and tight. That's good. If you hit the end, that's good. It's right here on this side. On this side, it gives you a little indentation.
Nice. Yeah, it gives you a little lip.
That's it. The reason we put it facing down is because the logo's here, but you can flip the screen anywhere you want. Now, the cable management is going to be a little hard. If you guys see this, all this connection, this one's just disconnected right now, but we're going to reconnect it back. You can't really tuck these in unless you go through the other way. There's no way of actually hiding these because there's too many cables on it. So unless you want to plug it in certain areas, but right now we're just going to plug it in certain places that we could try to tuck in and zip tie these ties so we could just minimize the cable. Here's the software that you're going to require to download from DeepCool, right? This is important because this is going to display stuff into your actual CPU. So what we have here is right now the speeds of the actual system. If you guys can see that, we're going to change it because we want to be able to see the cooling of the CPU when we overclock it. But you could put pretty much all these things. You could timer, pump, how fast it's pumping, CPU fan speed, CPU, but we're going to put temperatures here, right? Voltage, the next one, we could change it if you want. System monitoring, we could do system monitoring or core, but we're going to do voltage for now, or I think monitoring, we're going to keep it. So right now we're at 42. We're at 42 on the actual. So if you guys can see, now you can modify this. You don't have to have these things. There's a couple of things you can upload your own. Turn off screen, you could turn it off if it's too bright. You got all this information about your desktop, and of course monitoring of the CPU, GPU. Right now, load on the GPU, we don't have anything. We're not running any games. Cool, it has 38 Celsius. We could change it to Fahrenheit if you want. It's up to you. Clock speed, pretty much. This is a little understanding of what's running your system and the networks and the connections, but very good, simple. You can change everything under here. If you have multiple connections, you can do that. You could turn off certain RGB optical connections. You could turn them off, turn them on. And here it is. Our first time turning it on, just cranked up right now. We're gonna let it do its cycle, and we're gonna set up a monitor, see how it works. So let it.
Yeah.
All right, so just turn it on. This is what we got. We got the sequel. Now it's time to set up the windows.